Hi YouTube, it is Potts here, and I am redoing the June 2018 day 2 video. This is the 4th attempt. I was actually in the middle of editing the first attempt, and I was quite embarrassed at how bad it was. And I also made quite a few mistakes that I thought it was probably quicker to just redo the video and then upload it rather than just editing it, cutting it down and slicing new bits in, because it's kind of obvious that time's gone on since I did it. I think it was back in May. So that was the reason why I did take 1. Take 2, the fan was going because it's really warm here in the UK. And take 3, I got a little bit tongue tied. So we're going to try again. Take 4. Right. So day 2. And we look a little bit tired. We usually do. You can see that happening as the days we're in Disney progressive, especially in the summer, because we try to get up as early as we can, and then we go through to about, well, to 11 o'clock when the Illuminations is on. Then potentially we might go then to the Disneyland Hotel. And then also on day 1, when we actually travel to Paris, we then have to go to Gatwick, and then the flights are usually at 8, and you have to be there 2 hours before. So yeah, there's a reason when we come back we're pretty dead, and then usually I take another day's holiday just to recover. So yeah, so we definitely starting to, you can see the signs that we're looking a little bit tired. And I had these ears on. You can see here there's Maleficent, and there is the Evil Queen. And here we also have my favourite, Maleficent, and we also have Ursula there. And yeah, so I was wearing these ears, and Paz had his Peter Pan ears, and also was wearing a really cute blue Mickey t-shirt from the 25-year anniversary, which I bought him. Then wasn't able to really keep it a secret. I've never been good at the sly buying and the, oh, what's in your bag? So never mind. And so we started that day probably a little bit later, because the first thing, well, there may be other things, but I guess it'd probably be a little bit later than we would have liked. The first picture I saw was of Ratatouille, and which is a really fun ride. Really love that one. And we then posed outside the restaurant, a place we've not actually eaten. We have eaten lots of places in Disney, but Chez Remy, I almost tried to call it the Bistro, but the Bistro is from Kingdom Hearts, I think. So we'll go with the Remy's restaurant, just to be simple. We get to eat there. We've not eaten at Jack's restaurant, and we've also not eaten at Wolf's restaurant. Probably a few others that I can't think of at this time. And then went to the main park, and then took some pictures outside the castle, and then we did Hyperspace Mountain, which I really love, and it's a ride that I'm hoping I can take my 4 siblings on. Well, the twins are 7, so they may be a little bit small. I can't actually remember the height restriction. But yeah, yeah, so hopefully I can take the other 2 on older on that. And then actually when we were there, at least at some point, possibly day 2, but it may be any other day, we started to see the advertising for the annual pass, and then we started to think, this is the thing we could do, isn't it? And we were aware that if you have a day ticket or multiple day tickets, you can then get an annual pass and offset the price you've paid for your tickets against the cost of an annual pass, which we thought, oh, we could do that. That would be a good idea. However, that didn't. Well, we were able to because we had got the tickets as part of a package. So I suppose that's good to know. But then, if you are going there for the day and you're already in Paris, or in Paris, and you're lucky enough to live nearby, it's something that you can do, is offset the price of a day ticket against it. So not a bad idea. And we then went on Buzz Lightyear's ride over in Discovery Land. Still not very good at there as fodder to make, you know, as a low contender in order to make everyone else feel better. I like to think. Positive spin on my penis. And then we went for coffee at Fantasyland because clearly by then I needed a little bit of a caffeine kick. This would have been the kiosk by the Labyrinth. They have a few of them dotted around. There's one at the old mill, another place that you can actually see some characters which you've only recently found out. A good actual group to follow is ED92, ED standing for Euro Disney. They are a group of, so there's one individual who lives in the UK, and then they have about 30 writers that sort of go, I believe they cover the whole year, and they have really good at sniffing out what's going on, and they are, I believe, a part of Inside Ears as well. They are part of Inside Ears, so they know a lot, and they're good to follow when you are in the park. I may have plugged them in again. I probably will plug them in again because they're fantastic, and they've told us about meet and greets being there at the old mill. But at this point, we weren't aware of that. Anyway, I go back to the list. We then did Robertson Tree, which is over in Frontierland, Adventureland, somewhere around there. And this one is actually up in the trees, and there's a walkway, and it's really cool. I've not actually seen Swiss Family Robinson, though I believe we have it on video. So because we are cool and we still have video player, but that's how we are able to play Atmosphere. Because we still have that. That's one of my childhood memories, that is playing that game, and still quite like playing it as an adult. We found a cute Chip and Dale keyring that we really loved and really considered buying. We then did the maze, which was then previously shut. At least that's what my notes say. Can't quite remember at this point if we went with Hannah on the first trip. Or was it the castle was closed? But anyway, we next went to Plaza Gardens, which is a buffet meal. Plaza Gardens in the morning do a meet and greet, so they have two, I think it's 8:30 and 9:15, or 8:15, 9:30, something like that. Anyway, you get to meet the characters whilst you're having food, similar to Inventions. This is where I went wrong and thought we went to Inventions, which wouldn't stack up because we were then only doing things that were part of the standard meal plan. Excuse me. Then after that, we then went to watch the parade. Can't remember when we stood. And then we also had Glotinis. I believe at this point we then went back to the hotel after the parade to change, probably because it is very, very warm. I think it was about 33, even up to about 35 degrees at this point. Over this trip, at least at one point it was warm. So we then went to the New York bar for a drink, and then had Glotinis. That New York Hotel New York is actually closed now until summer 2020 because it's being refurbished to be more of a Marvel theme, which I'm really looking forward to seeing, and then hopefully we can stay there, because then after that we've only got two places though, two of the Disney hotels we want to stay at. And then we did the Aladdin walk, which I love, find it really adorable, and then watched Illuminations. And this is when I noticed that Casey's Corner had actually been covered up. It's covered with material which is still showing what it looks like underneath, but whilst they refurbish it. And similar to what they've done with Studio One. And then Mickey waved us goodbye, and we went back home to Santa Fe. And then that was day 2. So thank you very much for coming, for watching the video, and I will speak to you soon when I will be going through our actual anniversary on day 3. If you liked it, great, please like below, and please subscribe if you would like to.